Hi beautifuls, welcome back. A very punchy intro. I'm YILDIZ from YILDIZ Readings. I'm a psychic medium. I cover the astrology and twin flame path. This week we're having a look at your energy surrounding romance for your zodiac sign. I do have the members zone that does coaching relating to twin flame path where we can speak candidly and privately if that's something you're interested in. But very separately, I do come to you regularly live for the twin flame updates. So with this video, we're going to tune into your romance zone. If you do want a private booking, the link is below. Love and light, guys. Grab a cuppa, relax, and let's get into your energy update for this week with the extension read after in the members zone. Hi Cancer, welcome back. We are here to do your reading for romance for the week of the 8th through to the 15th. Now, I may make mention of the 17th as only because we can have some heavy hitting aspects. So if something does come through in a channel guidance, it is astrological, but I could be connecting the dots. Now, this is the second time I've had to do this. Wouldn't be surprised if I need to do it 3 times because it does feel you have a circumstance playing out in your love life that may be resurrecting an old frequency. Now, I am saying that you guys are moving through this week a little bit standoffish, but not necessarily, you mean any harm or anything to that degree, but you could have these emotions coming up relating to the past that do feel very conflicting. It's almost like a circumstance you move through may not feel fair. You may be trying to battle to resurrect yourself out of a toxic situation. And maybe even just simply coming to terms with the past, which is hugely, so at the moment for us collectively. Now, I do feel there is group energies that maybe have affected this, and this can be on your side of your romantic partners, and it does feel a little bit of a mirroring because both of you have come through with throat chakra. This may have, this person maybe is in a different stage of life than you are, and it can go vice versa. Maybe they outgrew a way of being and, wanted the liberation and movement. And again, I feel it's similar energy, but you're tuning into it, okay? You're getting to a point you're tuning into what all this forward movement means. And I do feel you are directly going to move forward. First, it's happening in your pain body experience, and then it's moving through in your 3D experience. So, and I'm sort of saying from where you are now till the 21st, because it is very Mercury here, I do feel complete forward movement and a very different predicament. Now, there can be situations from the past coming back. These can be something that aren't fun. Merely, it may be a memory, or it could be a healing relating to that. Or, and I do see for some of you, it could be a situation coming back up for a question, but it's an old situation, not necessarily, I'm not feeling it's relating to the romantic situation, but you're clearing it out from a pain body experience. Now, this is not something that you feel is joyous. You also have the 5 of Swords as your thought process, your feelings and what you're dealing with. Like I said, I feel you're very tired. You can't win no matter what you do in your mind when it pertains to an external circumstance. Some of you, it could be family because we do have the yellow energy here. Now, relating to that, I clarified it, and we do have joy in reverse. You're also, with the other cards coming through, it's saying similar. Now, I'm going to read the rune for you, and the one thing I heard, and I've got to be careful not to turn the microphone off, is that there's no way but up for you. So I do feel you may have had a lot of responsibility in the past, and we have had heavy hitting energy for the last few years for you, but this week it's you're trying to recover from all of that. Moving into 2021 is different, but it's healing from that and feeling very fatigued from the overwork. This ruin relates to Mars, and I did feel that you were healing off work, responsibilities, burdens, people projecting at you. Now, the ruin relates to Libra, Tuesday, Mars, Red, and Air. And it's asking you to look at all of that. Whose jobs what, where things have gone. Mundane, victory on a justice law, balance, self-sacrifice, righteousness. And again, it's like, even if you fought for this, it would be theoretically in your mind an empty victory. It's like, I see a circumstance, and I feel this has been agitating, love, but there's old energies on both sides of the fence where it has affected you both just being yourselves. Magical equilibrium, selflessness, spiritual purity, which is, you know, Cancer to the core. You really do, on the higher octane, have that direct intention to understand each person's predicament, and you have taken it into account, and you did try for those changes, but it felt that when you were changing, the opposite side, you know, wasn't respecting those boundaries or the foundation you were building, and it was being pulled down, and it wasn't a pleasure. So the way you're relating to it is, no, I don't want to see you, I don't want to communicate with you. There is wounding from it, because you're looking back and you're looking at how it affected your life, your love life, and you had too much responsibility. You were kind and generous and loving. Now where you're at, you do feel lonely, but it's not necessarily the healthy loneliness. And I will go into the clarifiers and the extension read. They may be missing you. But you may feel, okay, now having all these things, you know, having to face the shadow of that, you might be avoiding it, but it's coming up. You might be even second guessing your choices and feeling, could you resurrect it? Even though you may not be in communication with this, how could you change it about? Now, I do feel you're trying to be patient with circumstances, but I feel it's almost like, to a degree, you're taking the, you know, the gradual approach. It's like, okay, I want to move forward. I'm trying to heal. I'm working very hard. I'm in love. I know where I want to be. I'm being patient with this, but there's a big plan you're set. You've left something behind already. You may have your love interest that is about to leave something behind. You are mirroring each other, as I mentioned. So there is something that's being left behind, and there is this movement forward, and you do want this. In a way, you are traditional, the both of you, but you're not. But there is going to be a very gradual, you're like trying to take time. Okay, I'll do things X, Y, and Z, dot and P's, trying to get it right. But it's exhausting. You're like, okay, is this ever going to happen? Now, number one, I feel that as you're walking through that door, something is pulling you back. And the thing I'm hearing you say is there's no way but up. I feel you're saying goodbye to anything that was toxic and wasn't working for you, because you got that spiritual value now. You're very choosy about who you have in your love life. And I'm going to tune into the extension read, how they're relating to you, Cancer. Okay? This looks like a fantastic transformation on your side. I do feel a little bit testing. I feel it's almost like universe is testing you by bringing certain individuals back to kind of upset the apple cart. But I feel you're looking at it like, no, it doesn't resonate. You're healing from it. You're making peace and you're moving forward. Love and light. I'll see you during the week. If you do need a personal booking, you can go to the link below. Otherwise, stay tuned for the extension read and the messages. Should you need a booking, you can go to the link below. Also, do bear in mind, I do live twin flame reads where you can join me to get that soul healing, as well as you do get the week by week romance and more. So I love you lots, guys. Please join us later. If you do want to watch the extension, as I mentioned, you can go to the link on the main page and it will take you directly to it. I will try and remember to place it in the video. Otherwise, I'll see you next week.